5:33 on Saturday morning. We are going to the Seabrook Marathon for the Seabrook Marathon weekend. What are your thoughts?
I didn't sleep at all, and it's cold, and yay! That's it.
That's enlightening. We'll see you at the start. Lunchbox is currently perfuming a shithouse. This is the start line of the Walker 6 a.m. start. The runners start at 7:15. It's not that cold. It's like 55, but there's a wind. It's freezing. So how'd it go?
Great. Everything came out all right, and it's a nice clean porta potty. Smells of vanilla and lavender. An excellent experience. I would recommend it for everyone.
Race. You know, we do the early start just because we want it to be walker friendly. And those of us that are really slow and need the extra time, that's why we get you to start early. Obviously, the course is not set up. It's really dark, so you're pretty much on your own. You know, on the first loop. Once you get done with the first loop, then it'll be light, and then you will see all the other runners. Are you starting early?
No. Thank you.
Did you say no?
No.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
All right. So you're on your own. Robert with the beef team shirt. He is our resident expert. Normally we'd start on the road, and we will take the exact course that the runners do that starts the regular start. However, because we don't want you to be on the road for safety reasons, we're starting you. This section here is backwards. When you come back, you will be coming down the other way, but just for your safety. Again, you're on your own. I really appreciate you. Make sure that you have given your number, your name, and your number to Lori. Everybody did? Yeah. With that, Richard, are you ready for that? When you come by the start line, guys, hold on. Listen, as you come by the start line, we're going to try to single follow you, and we want you to face in this direction instead of the way the readers are facing, and it's going to pick up for your bib. Okay, so please be patient as we go through. We'll kind of corral you so you need to turn the other way. As you go through the start line, please face kind of that direction. Okay. So that the antennas can pick up your bib. Okay? Be careful. You good with it?
I don't know the course, and they're all planning to walk it.
Go ahead. Are you ready? All right. Go ahead. Single file. Face this way. Face this way. There you go.
Good luck, everyone. Good luck, you man.
There you go. Are y'all starting early?
Yes.
Face this direction. There you go.
Please, number.
121.
Welcome to a new segment called Thoughts from the Porta Potty. So it is currently 6:06 a.m. We are at the 2019 Seabrook Marathon on, March 16th, 2019. Lunchbox just started the walking start at 6 a.m. I am going to start the regular start at 7:15. So I got some time to kill. So she realized as she was starting that they are only going to walk the first loop. So that kind of sucks. So hopefully she can walk this one and run the last one, but we will see. I know she's had some problems with chafing and blisters when she's walked in the current shoes, so hopefully that'll go alright. Did not sleep well. The hotel Candlewood Suites had a very hard bed. It was loud, and the air conditioner didn't work, so it was quite warm in there. But that's okay. this race should be pretty fun. It's all on, not all, but mostly on trails. Some is on the street. So we will see. I'm not sure. I hope to finish about 4.5, 5 hours maybe, because I'm not feeling too ambitious. And we got the half marathon tomorrow. But it'll be nice. Maybe we'll catch her or finish with her, which would be different and interesting. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you next time from Thoughts from a Porta Potty.
What's up, friends? It's Reasonably Prudent Vegan, salt and vinegar chips, and my beloved counterpart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so today we are bringing you the race report for the Seabrook Lucky Trail Marathon. And there may be difficult words that are gonna have to be beeped out because I'm just gonna lay it out for you. It was the worst marathon I've ever run in my life. It has nothing to do with the race. The race was excellent.
Yeah, good job to specify.
Yeah, no. Under no circumstances is this Seabrook. It's not their fault. They put on a great race. It was one of the best. I had a hard time. So we're gonna go ahead and start the swag for this. I think we did it in the other video, but in case you didn't see that video.
All right, so you get this hat.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. There we go.
Oh, there's light.
And then you get these socks that say Seabrook Lucky, what do they say? Lucky Trails?
Lucky Trails.
Sorry, technical. Green for St. Patrick's Day. And this race was on March, what's the date?
Friday, 16th, Saturday the 16th.
16th, 2019.
Yeah.
And here is
Medal's
medal.
nice.
That side says finisher, and this side says Lucky Trails.
It's a great medal.
It is pretty cool. And then you get, here's the main medal, and it's got this little, I think this is for the challenge, but I think everybody got that.
No, I think if you only.
Oh, it does say Seabrook Challenge on it.
Mm-hmm. But like, I don't think, because there's the trail. So let me back up. So this is a weekend of running. On Friday the 15th, March 15th, we did the 5K, which was great. Then today we did the marathon, which was fine by itself, but put me out there and that just messed it up. The 16th, and then tomorrow we're running the half marathon. So what that's called the
Trail.
It's called the trail challenge. If you run a marathon on Saturday and a half marathon on Sunday.
This does not say marathon on it. I wonder if they just had.
Where's your medal?
It's over there.
You think they're different?
I don't know. We'll have to look.
Okay, I'm gonna pause and we're gonna look.
Here's mine.
So-
It's different. It says 26.2.
Yeah.
And hers says challenge. So
Yeah, we're gonna talk to him about that tomorrow because.
I'm not sure which one is correct.
Yeah. But that's a little frustrating. So anyway.
And then we.
Oh yeah, that's the t-shirt.
The shirt. I can't see, so
No, it's on there. It's nice.
it's a pretty nice shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the purpose, so if you do the marathon on Saturday and the half on Sunday, that's called the trail challenge. If you do I forget if I think it's the half and the half, it's the Pelican challenge, and there might be another one for the 3/4 marathon, I don't know. But then if you want to kick it up and make it an ultra, you do the 5K, which we did. So we're doing the ultra trail challenge. I'm gonna be so mad if they gave me the wrong medal, because anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and tell them.
It's not me that got the wrong medal.
Why I don't know that. So I'm gonna make sure that I am blocking. Anyway, it was a really rough marathon. 7 hours, 36 minutes. I did the walking start at 6 a.m. thinking that I would come in a little afternoon, hopefully around something above 6:21 to beat my previous time. The walking start was a mistake because you had to walk it. The roads weren't closed yet, and the mile markers were there, but the trail was really dark, so you had to walk it. And so my first loop was 1 hour and 38 minutes because I had to walk it, and that got in my head. I ran the second loop. It was a 4-loop course. I ran the second loop, but he passed me at mile 12, and that's not what was supposed to happen. I was supposed to be 4 or 5 miles ahead so we could come in at the same time. That was the whole point. So I got really discouraged, and also I was having some physical issues. My buttocks was spasming, and I don't know why, and then it just sort of went down my legs, and then the blisters that I got on at the Woodlands, I got them again, blisters on blisters, and they ruptured, and that really hurt. So I ended up walking most of it. I tried to drop at the halfway point, and they said, you can drop, but we don't have any extra medals, which is why I'm irritated about this, that our medals are not the same. And I was like, okay. So I literally finished, did another 13.1 medal. The only reason I finished was because I was not leaving without a medal. And that tells me an awful lot about myself. And also how to motivate myself extrinsically, because clearly I am not an intrinsically motivated person at this juncture in my life. I don't know if you notice how red my lips are. This is not lipstick. This is either windburn and or dehydration. Anyway, there was crying. Around mile 23, I started to, why am I so mean to myself? And then I apologized to myself. And then we agreed to start training more regularly this week. And that we will get gold stars for the days that we train on a chart, because apparently that's all that fucking motivates me. So anyway, that being said, the race was very good. I give the race 5 Keanus because well organized. It was beautiful. The race volunteers were great. Someone saw me hobbling when my blisters burst, and he radioed ahead, and they knew bib 135 is coming in, she needs band-aids. And I appreciated that, and it helped a lot. And I had this funny experience when I stopped to put on the band-aids. The guy who handed them to me, I assumed he was a medic, and I was stressed a little bit because at I forget where it was, my third loop, I took my socks off because I thought it would help. I tucked them in my shirt and they fell out. I didn't have my socks. So I'm going to sit down in front of this guy and I said, I just want you to know, I did not start this race without socks. I took them off because I thought it would help, and then I lost them, and I'm hoping to pick them up on the way back, which I think he actually saw the socks and almost picked them up because he recognized them.
Not as hers, but as
just as a pair that
heels and heels.
Yeah, the pair from the race that we'd run recently. So he goes, I'm an engineer and I get queasy at the sight of blood, so I'm gonna let you do that. I was like, this is the best case scenario because I do not want you touching my feet. But they were really nice. And then I finished. He was coming around he was almost mile 26 when I started my 4th loop at almost mile 20. And so I was like, go home, go take a shower, which he did, but still had plenty of time. It was just brutal. And the pain that I'm feeling is very different. It's like my legs are cramping and walking is difficult. And oh my God, we have another half marathon tomorrow. So I'm going to actually pass this to him and let him tell you about his race.
Okay. Yes, we are laying in bed because we're lazy.
In pain.
Mine went pretty good. I am in pain too. I did not actually get blisters this time because I dug out my old trail shoes from 2015 and wore them because everything else was giving me blisters. So they worked out pretty well. Which I'm glad I did, because this was a trail marathon that you would think Lucky Trails marathon. I was like, but I did not realize that until we got here, and it was on gravel trails the entire way, except for maybe a mile cumulatively on streets. And you can see my face is all red too from the damn windburn, which I put a lot of sunscreen on, so theoretically it's not a sunburn, but you never know, because the sun didn't really come out and you were in the shade most of the time under tree canopies. But it was good. It was brutal. We've done 3 races by the ocean. This one, South Padre, which are both marathons, and then a half marathon in Galveston a couple weeks ago. Every single one of them is just brutal for me. Mm-hmm. I don't do well by the ocean for some reason. But this was I mean, that's just the breathing. My lungs feel like they've been through a damn cheese grater. But I'm having the same, like, physical, not just soreness, but like overworked, incredible pain like she's having. Although mine is in my groin mostly, and then in my feet, like the plantar fasciitis. Although I don't think that's what it is. It's just that's what it feels like. I feel like they're just my feet are overworked, if that makes sense. Which is cool. I mean, it means I did something. I came in at 441, 42, 4.
I don't know.
I don't know, somewhere in there. Which isn't great, but it's not bad for as much as I was struggling. The first couple loops were fine, but after that, it was like my body just like, I'm done. So I give this race, I always say it was a 4-loop course, which was okay actually. I think it helped me get through today pretty much a lot better. But I always take a Keanu off for that, so I give this race 4 out of 5 Keanus. Okay. That's nitpicky.
I think there are merits to a looped course, which I wasn't expecting today, but I stopped thinking about mileage and started thinking about the loops.
Right.
So.
But.
Really?
What? I did have lower stomach issues, and then about the last half loop, had upper stomach issues, just because my stomach was done. And I'm sure she'll put up a picture, but my entire face was crusted with a bunch of salt. So I drank probably 10 little half-liter bottles of water before I had to pee, and that was probably not a good thing. The only critique I would have, I mean, it was a great race, like she said, is the first half loop, the aid station people were a little disorganized. Like, they would have Gatorade and water and all scattered all over the place, and they would all scream it out. Like, I missed one of them because I didn't know who was screaming what and where it was. But they got that straightened out pretty fast, actually. Yeah. I don't know if someone complained at them or what, but it's like every single one had that problem on the first loop, and then it was fine. But that may just be because the first loop, everybody was bunched up, and then it was mostly by myself the rest of the time. So, yeah, I did take some footage at the beginning of her start and finish with my GoPro. I don't know if she can put that in this video or another.
Yes, I will. It's embarrassing, but like you said, I didn't quit, so I mean, they weren't going to give me a medal, so I wasn't going to quit.
Well, I just want to know who's got the right one.
Yeah, we need to know who's got the right one, because that's not okay. They need to be the same, because you set the course time limit to what it was. So we both finished a marathon, and we're both doing the trail challenge. So
yeah, I can ask them tomorrow, before or after. Although before, they're probably going to be busy.
So I'm disappointed overall, but you know, it's done, and hopefully this pain in my ass means that, you know, something good happened there, because these are not muscles that I typically feel pain in. My feet don't hurt except for the blisters. So.
Yeah, and we've both been, I mean, it's not cold, but we've been
shivering.
Violently shivering.
You might see it on the camera when you're watching the video. It's like I can't stop shaking.
Yeah, mine kind of stopped when we ate, but hers is still going pretty good.
Yeah, it's intense. So anyway, unfortunate, but also good. It is what it is, as they say. And so we will see you tomorrow. Actually, I think all these videos are going to go up at the same time. But tomorrow is the half, and we'll see how that goes after a 7.5-hour marathon.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Here she comes. Sorry, my hand's shaking. It's freaking freezing out here.
Way to go. Okay, we've got the end in sight. Look at that green arch waiting for you. Bring it on in.
Tomorrow's going to be nicer if the wind drops. I don't know what the wind is today.